gotta get on Will Smith, man. We gotta get on Will Smith, man. You know, like recently, Will Smith this week came out with, I don't want to say it's a public apology because he just made a video and geared it to, you know, his followers and stuff. I thought I was gonna see him on the red table, but obviously Jada must not have been fucking with him to have him on the show. But he came out and he apologized finally. You know, and we've all watched the video. My question to you all, do you think it was genuine or was it staged?
Buster, definitely staged. Because if I feel like if I'm gonna apologize to somebody now, I'm really feeling like I want to send a heartfelt apology, and like me, and as wrong as that man was, like, bro, if I really feel sorry, I'm not gonna contact your people and your people tell me you're not ready to talk to me. Like, bro, listen, I invaded your space already with the negativity. I'm invading your space with this positivity too. Like, bro, I see you at the, hey man, I ain't really mean that, bro. We can holler at me now. Yeah. Like, you know, I just want to let you know I'm here in your face telling y'all my apology. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. That's not my intention. Yeah. But don't get back. Like he said, he was like, what? He's waiting for him to get back to him.
Yeah, he was like, I reached out.
What the fuck is that? Like,
and to find out Chris wasn't ready.
Yeah, like I said, what the hell? With that dramatic ass pause.
I'm not gonna lie, and that's how we know it was planned too, as well, because his pause, he was like really taking time.
It's like
to make sure that I'm.
It's like
making sure like I'm thinking to talk to you.
And let's keep it real.
Fuck out of here, Fresh Prince.
Will Smith is just like Denzel Washington.
Yeah,
he's so good at what he does. He doesn't need a script.
Yeah. And then remember that video with the Jada thing where he was saying like when she was trying to record him, and he was like, my platform, that's my bread and butter. Like, you messing up my platform trying to do this. So obviously we know when he gets online, all that is for his image.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Like, that's everything is for his image. And then like you saying, then somebody say he has a movie that's about to come out too as well. So now we think about how much time, like, with the apology saying he was foggy, you could have said that shit back then.
Right.
Like, so, way back then.
Yeah. What I took out of it, right? Like, as kids, we rarely say we're sorry unless a parent tells us we're sorry. I mean, like, say sorry. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
So you may go years without telling the person you're sorry. You may just, you may see them in high school and you're like, I'm sorry for whooping your ass or stealing boom or beating your ass on the bus. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You may say that once you see them again, but as an adult, and especially with their status where they're at, they got jets. I can say and fly to boom, boom. And this is my thing. We're talking about, what was this, about 5 months? When was that? It was the Oscars, right?
Yeah, it was months ago.
My thing is, I feel like with Will Smith, it took seeing what the platform, what social media said, what the general people said, how they weren't really with what he did.
Yeah,
now
his career was
but
not
see, the
looking...
thing is this is a weird thing. The average person commended him on what he did, especially the women.
Yeah.
You have memes and you have statuses saying that if my man or if any of you are interested in me, don't stand up for me like the way Will did, don't waste your time.
Fairy tale land.
Because what he's standing up for. Land. Like, what is he standing up for? Somebody makes a comedian makes a joke about your wife.
That's pride.
They make a joke about you and you won't even do nothing. So you gonna tell me that took you over the edge?
And it's just like, if you go to a comedy show, let's put it.
They ripping the whole group. You're not gonna run up on TK Kirkland. You're not gonna run up on Corey Holcomb and be like, man, you and that bitch, and he talking about your wife. You're not gonna run up on him.
Nah. And like, look at it, like,
what are you talking about?
If you go to a comedy show and you sit in the front row, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be the person that's picked them.
Because they can see you.
But see, you have two choices, and I was watching the video earlier, but you have two choices, and they make perfect sense. You laugh, or you leave.
Yeah.
That's pretty much, if you not offended, waste your look. I mean, damn, I gotta, I don't waste my money on this ticket. You know what I mean? And these dry ass chicken wings. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
heavy dumb dry.
I could leave if
I ain't gonna say that.
I could leave if I felt offended.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is my thing, and this is why I say age does not matter, because feelings don't have an age. Because as you
Nah.
see, this is
No.
a grown ass man. He
Yeah.
older than us. He our uncle. He's our father's ages and stuff like that. And we're talking about where we honestly don't, because you know how those type of shows and award shows are scripted.
Mm-hmm.
They write out certain things for people to follow, prompts and boom, boom, boom. That way they stay on like the time segments and stuff. So you don't really even know if he really wrote that line.
I
Yeah.
thought he slapped you. I thought the
Yeah.
slap
Like-
was fake. Like, nigga,
Well,
But
it
everybody
seemed
did think
fake.
it was fake. And
Yeah.
but my thing is this: if this isn't behind closed doors, it's not really that big of a deal.
Yeah.
facts.
That's pretty much it. If you, they got in the fight, don't nobody see the footage, like they did what? Anybody got the footage? Like,
Yeah.
So now everyone doesn't have the opinion aspect of it. But for you to be so enraged, because this is what I tell people, she has alopecia, right?
Mhm.
Not everybody knew that.
Yeah.
But people make especially in the black community, people make bald-headed jokes on women all the time.
Yeah.
With your bald-headed ass. You hear women call each other bald-headed bitches. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bald-headed
With actual
sky
hair.
rag.
You know what I'm saying? So it happens so frequently.
Yeah.
But the fact he's in millions of viewers,
Yeah.
now I have to sit here and be concerned about my brand. And it was weird because people don't talk about his reaction to what he heard, and then he looked.
Yeah.
And he was like
then
a
what
pit
came
bull.
after.
He was like a pit bull. He got up and he smacked him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And one thing you have to commend Chris Rock, they could have went to commercial break.
yeah.
They could have ended it. They could have swapped the hosts and stuff because of how he would have reacted, with the way he reacted. But he took it like a champ because he didn't. He's a comedian.
Yeah.
And people need to understand that with certain job titles come certain type of behaviors and
You
performances.
expect it to happen, or
You know what
not
I mean?
expect it to happen, but you warrant certain things.
Absolutely.
When you
And
go
I
in
just
there.
found it very low of him, like, because at this point, what are you apologizing for?
Yeah.
Of course, like, because it's died down.
Yeah.
But when people see Will Smith or Chris Rock,
That's the
that
thing
comes
that
to
they
their
think.
mind, like, damn,
Yeah.
like, and it's not even that fact, like, Chris Rock, like, damn, Chris Rock, that's the dude who got smacked.
Yeah.
It's more so like, damn, Will still ain't apologized.
Yeah.
Chris
And
Rock,
it's
he on
lame
tour.
though, cause like
He on tour with Kevin Hart and
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle, you know.
he lame as hell because at the end of the day, like niggas is gonna really remember Will Smith for that incident.
Yeah.
Like more than
overshadows
like it
everything.
overshadows your success, like what you've been doing. Like you're one of my favorite actors, but it's like damn, bro, like
It's messed up.
you let something get a hold of you, like it doesn't represent anything that you stand for. Me being a fan,
Yeah.
Hey, bro, you supposed to be the
Your
golden
image
cat,
was
like
everything.
Like, and not to say that everybody's perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We all have our shit that we battle with, not taking away from that, but it's just like, damn, bro, like you let that shit get you that riled up. And it's like on some man shit. That's not how I'm not handling my business in front of everybody.
And
On some man shit, I don't feel like that was manly at all.
It wasn't.
Cause you did that in front of the biggest crowd, the biggest audience.
And
And what did you do it for? You were
And then
defending
even
the
his
honor.
children, his children were standing on his behavior too.
Yeah.
Like that was weird. Like, yeah, you know, we don't play that over here.
Yeah.
We
Like,
Smiths over
yeah.
here.
But
Like,
bro,
I think that's one of those things that was
it's
just
like-
like a
corny.
that was like
Corny
a
as shit,
backup
like-
thing because that was like a family. We don't want to put our family down. But even think about it, like you said, you one of the biggest stars right now. After that joke, and then not only that night you was nominated for a reward or a award that you knew that you was nominated for. So you could have took the stance after this joke. Y'all could have left. Like, and that would have
Still
showed
would've got your
so
reward.
much more, though. You still would have got
Yeah.
the award, but then people would have looked at that more so and been like, oh, they would have been attacking Chris Rock
Hey, man.
more
Or
instead of attacking
August
you.
Alsina
'cause it
was
happened.
putting his thing in your wife.
your son's
Bro,
friend.
in your wife.
and
you
still
mean to
going to
tell
doctor
me-
appointments. He was
Your
still going to
son-
doctor
Bro,
appointments.
And this man made a
Bro,
G.I. Jane
listen.
joke,
Yeah.
and you lost your shit,
Yep.
and you ain't pressed August yet? So what are we talking about?
That whole situation.
This is a publicity stunt. This is
was
just like
really so crazy.
Janet Jackson's boob coming out.
Yeah. How
Like,
I had
bro,
the
there's
star.
no man in this room or in the world, I feel like that's just that strong to rip some gene off a motherfucker's chest like that. Especially not no
That's a fact.
goddamn Justin Timberlake.
Yep.
So, what was the reason? Did he really do that? Did they mean to do it?
Yeah.
Bro, she had glitter on her nipple. I think that was a pasty.
It was a pasty.
But bro, you just walked up there and slapped this man for the what though? Like, what did you do it for? And then to have this half-ass apology, because you're answering questions from your fans, but it's like, this is like another man you can holler at. You can see him at his show. You can pull up to the show with Dave Chappelle and Kevin Hart. You can pull up. Like, hey, bro, like, we can handle this however you want to. We can squabble. You can have your security Jamie, whatever. But if I'm really sorry, nigga, this is what I'm on. However you take it, we can go there.
But no, this is
I went there. I gotta expect what's going to happen. There's a consequence to your reaction. I mean, your action.
You don't have to accept my apology.
You don't have to accept my apology, but if I'm really on that, I'm gonna do it the real way. I'm not gonna do it in my fucking guest room with 8 cameras catching footage. It's like it's edited too. Like they're zooming in, zooming out, and you know
Emotion
I felt
from-
like and
I think the worst thing that I saw, there were 2 things. And there's a cop out that people like to use, but the first thing I want to talk about, when he was on the apology, he made sure to, like, he had his son's water bottle brand. Right on the table.
Listen, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it said water.
I
you
didn't
know, it was
notice that.
Jaden's brand. And then on top of that,
wow.
I'm like, okay.
Wow.
He know he gonna get this. Wait till he just take a drink. Water. Jaden Smith. But what I didn't like is where now we're months removed from the award show, and you had the nerve to say, I'm only human.
Yeah.
I really don't like that, because it's like, you're only human, but you're old as fuck. You're old as fuck. You know what I mean? You're a great
You're a
individual, but
seasoned
you're old as fuck.
Bro,
Yeah, OG.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He like
And
old.
your
He like
image.
Old Bay on seafood. When
Yeah.
people, the black people, you got some Old Bay. I need to put some Old Bay on this shrimp or these crab legs. Old Bay been out forever. Like, it's a season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
That shit is old. But it's like you want to sit here and say
It's a
I'm only
season.
human. That's crazy to me.
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
right. But this is the thing. People, even if you're in a relationship, people talk about you as a man. People talk about your woman. Like a woman could be hating, like, he good and all, but why would he want there with that ugly bitch? You know what I mean? That happens all the time. Like, the dudes, they really hate on the girl, but the dude be like, man, like, he broke as hell, or just trying to find something to hate on him about. But for you, and I don't want to even say you let something get the best of you, because that's not what happened. It didn't get the best of you, because he went through a whole segment, and what people don't want to sit here and even talk about, that's not his first time making a joke about Jada.
Yeah, it's not.
You didn't flinch. You didn't budge on that first trip.
Yeah.
But I think what happened, and then this is another thing. This is why people need to consider actually going to go get help. Because I feel like what happens is that we don't have a book on how to be a great human, how to be a great man, how to be a great woman.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, because they're not vocal enough to speak about their problems, they receive. For him being on such a big old podium, a platform and stuff like that, he's been laughed at. At the end of the day, some of us thought he was crazy because he stayed with his wife after August Alsina. August Alsina made a song. He got interviewed. What Jada came off like as if she really loved dude.
Yeah.
And you telling me, like, because this is the thing. People argue with me about Jada Pinkett Smith's her clout base, and I'm like, did we really know like what Jada is known for besides Set It Off in The Matrix?
Yeah.
Now, if you're a fan of Jada, you can sit here and say
what
that.
she's known
But
for,
a person that knows of Will Smith, they don't have to be a fan to know what the hell he's done, and that's just what it is.
Yeah.
So it's like me as your husband, because you, and then on top of that, after the apology, after the slap, she said how she basically didn't need nobody trying to protect her.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, damn, what did I do that for? Like,
I think
He's continuously trying to prove his love and loyalty to that
And that's
woman.
absolutely.
I think a lot of people
It's
fail to
ridiculous.
realize that, like, they look at these celebrities and all that stuff and think that they made it or all these type of things, not knowing that these dudes and females still got trauma.
Yeah.
Just
Still
because they
human.
get money, they still human, and they
Yeah.
still got stuff that they go through.
Right.
And then that's why we see a lot of people where they be like, "Oh, they're drug addicts now," and it's like, no, they ain't drug addicts now. They just
probably
got
been.
access to it where now I can go pick it up daily if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm getting it given to me. It's not a thing where, because let's be honest, most people don't just start doing drugs. They gradually go with the edge. It becomes
Yeah.
one addiction to the next. So because they are celebrities, they have more access to it. When they want to drown out on their problems, they already get validation from the whole world.
Yeah.
Now, if nobody's giving me my validation that I'm important, you
For
see
sure.
a lot of them go crazy, and now you see them, they trying to get attention from anything. It's like a child.
And that'd be the biggest
You
addiction.
see all the biggest kids that are bad, and when you really get down to it, really they just need more guidance, and they're trying to get attention. They're
Right.
not really bad. They just trying to get people to look at them, and that's a lot of things that happens with these celebrities, and people forget that. Like, and that's slap.
Yeah.
He walk up there, turned around with his smooth ass, trying to button up my jacket like I'm Mr. Cool, because nigga was trying to get attention.
He thought he was Shaft.
He thought, bro, that man
Thought
thought
he
he was
was
the baddest thing in the world after that Hancock
shit,
pack,
man,
and
that-
all of it. Like,
And I mean, it's just an unfortunate thing. Will people get over it? Absolutely, because
at some point,
That's the world.
that's the world.
it,
Things.
it's gonna come up again gradually.
What's gonna
throughout,
happen? It's
but
gonna come up in the next movie. It's gonna come up whenever Chris Rock does something. It's gonna come up on another award thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe even Chris Rock maybe headline for something.
Yeah.
Or even another Oscars. You're like, damn. I wonder what they did with Will Smith because people don't know he banned. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, shit crazy, man. But